2024, guys, we made it. And I'm right now on the beach here. So beautiful. Last day of 2024. Took some time off to stop everything. I decided for the first time in my career to just stop absolutely everything. It's one of those big challenges I've had working for myself. Like, I can't stop working on the weekends. I can't stop working on vacation. And then I realized, wow, if I were to continue working for myself, gotta learn how to make it sustainable long term. And so trying to be more intentional and really decompressing and recharging so that we can get back at it stronger and better for 2025. But if I were to just sum up, guys, 2024 in one word, I would just have to say, just change. As you may or may not know, I'm from the East Coast. Lived in Massachusetts and New York and in DC, and we decided to kind of change everything and come all the way to the West Coast. We're now living in Nevada, in wonderful, super hot Las Vegas, just to switch it up a little bit. And it's been fantastic, even though the summer's been really, really hot. And yeah, it's just really exciting to be able to kind of make a big decision, uproot your home base, go somewhere else to get more inspiration, different type of energy, meeting new people, create new experiences and memories while you still can. And so very, very grateful for that. But let's talk about recruiting. So in 2024, recruiting continues to be challenging. I would say despite that though, our agency has done really, really well. Consistent placements per month, consistent conversions of clients per month. A lot of old repeat clients coming back to us for multiple roles, which has been huge, huge, huge. In terms of our team's productivity, our bottom line, all that great stuff. A lot of these positions have been very high level, from C-level to VPs and higher, which is fantastic. But tech continues to be a challenge. We have done a great job in still cultivating fantastic relationships. But as I talk about a lot, we are a recruiter, but I'm also a business owner. And I need to also make decisions to make sure that we continue to be able to produce and make money. And so we've also dabbled in other more non-technical roles within the tech industry. But we've also had some introductions and conversations with companies in the finance space, the accounting space, and engineering space that we kind of allocated some time to the side to do. And so a combination of just making smart decisions, pivoting when we can, still investing and double downing in our primary market has continued to be a good strategy. And it's one that we're definitely going to focus a lot more coming into the new year. Now, with 2025 here in the States, I do have reason to believe that the economy and the markets should continue going up. And with that, hopefully we can get another fantastic spike in hiring. So if and when that comes, we will absolutely be poised and ready to take advantage of that. And I hope that a lot of you guys are as well. So you want to really make sure that even now you're doing whatever you can to end the year off strong, keep the outreaches consistent, plant those seeds so that by the new year, you can really pounce, pick up those job orders, go crank in on finding great candidates and doing some awesome placements to really set the tone off for a fantastic, fantastic year. We've also decided, as you can see, to launch the Recruiter School, which is something that I am very, very excited about. The funny thing is, though, is that I had no plans whatsoever to do anything educational related, to do a course. I know that's part of the internet where you just have to be very, very careful. A lot of great stuff out there, a lot of not great stuff out there. And frankly, life was good as a recruiter, full desk with my agency. But as we preach in our school, I have worked really, really hard to create a fantastic team that continues to grow. We're constantly trying out new systems, best-in-class tools and AI to get our time back, and continue to make just smart decisions instead of scaling the traditional way, which is very, very, very heavy on, full salaried people, which is great if you have the capital, but can also be extremely risky if you make one or two wrong hires, or if your market just ends up in a slump. It's one of the reasons why we see a lot of really big staffing and recruitment firms right now doing layoffs that they've never done before. They're just kind of stuck, and they're just following this, hey, let's just hire people, throw them against the wall, see if they can save us model. I still think that model can work, but a much smarter model to do and to be able to try is one that is less expense overhead intensive, but one that still positions you and your team to be able to maximize your upside, right? And so that's what we do, and that's what we teach in the career school. So basically a long way of saying that I was able to get some time back, being able to focus on something new. But the second is, over the years, so many people have reached out saying, hey, are you kind of doing anything, a program or a course? And we said no, and I'm like, why? And why do you ask? And they're like, hey, we've spent money on this and this and this and this and this, and haven't learned anything. And that kind of gives recruiting a bad name, right? So I think recruiting is one of those things where I never thought the industry would change my life. But the funny thing is, I had no idea recruitment and recruiters even existed, to be honest. And then almost 10 years later, here we are. And absolutely changed my life. I love it so much. And it's crazy that a lot of people are going to go through their lives without even knowing what a recruiter does, or the fact that the recruiting industry globally is about to become $1 trillion industry, which is absolutely huge. So there's a lot of opportunity. There continues to be a lot of opportunity, guys. People keep asking, like, what do I think about competition? I embrace it. I love it. Competition means that the market's healthy, it's active. It also means there are a lot of competing recruiters out there, but they're also not great. They don't know what they're doing. So it's a fantastic opportunity for newbies, for new agencies to come in, do things correctly, and take over the market and become a shining star, an example in that market, and do very, very well. I'd be more worried about going into a market with zero competition, to be honest. That means they're probably too niche, or there's just not enough companies or business to get after. Probably not the best, right? So decided to create the Recruiter School. Try to do the best that we can here. Frankly, did not expect this amount of success stories this fast. The Recruiter School is based on the training that I've learned and we've evolved over the years. It's also based on the same training that I do for the people who work at my agency. And so we are 1,000% confident that if you absorb it, you learn it, you implement it, execute it, there's no reason why it can't help you fill in that knowledge gaps and help you execute and reach that goal. Additionally, so proud of a lot of the students that are coming in. Going back to success stories, insane. People are breaking my personal records of their first deal, their first client. I would have been happy with, a couple people doing really well after 90 days. But the fact that people are seeing results after the first weeks, 30 days, the first 2 months is amazing. And so it's definitely something that I've come to really like. I look forward to the coaching calls. They're absolute rock stars. And I can't wait to crush it with them in 2025. They're also available. They have access to new products and services only for the Recruiter School students, and one that we just launched, honestly, for them just 2 weeks ago for specifically client acquisition is, in my opinion, a game changer. We're obsessed about clients. We're obsessed about student success and results, and that's all we want for them to get. Not just results, but results as fast as possible. So aside from recruiting in my agency, a big part of my brain is also like, man, how can we help our students get more results faster? So that's been an absolute game changer. There's a lot of things that you have to do really well with client acquisition in 2024 moving onward. And if you don't know what you're doing, if you're just sending out aimless emails, you're not personalizing, customizing, you're sending it to the wrong person, you don't even know how to set up campaigns properly, follow-ups, multiple inboxes and mailboxes, you're not going to get any sort of response at all. But man, look how beautiful this is. Just so gorgeous. And man, I'm here in Connecticut. Makes me forget how much I miss the Northeast. Vegas is great, but one thing that I love is water. And one thing Vegas doesn't have is water. And so I'm in Connecticut, and I think this is the Bay. You have Long Island on the other side over there, which is super cool, where me and my wife used to go all the time to explore and go to the beaches. It's been fantastic, but just grateful to end the year off on a good note here. And it's been a long road. I know it's a lot of you are going through tough times. A lot of you guys are thinking about a career change or starting a brand new business. The opportunity is there. The opportunity, guys, will always be there. You just have to commit, take a leap of faith, and do action. And I know how that feels. I know the first couple years are scary, where you have no money in your bank account, where you have no idea what you're gonna do next month or next year. All you can do is just show up and believe that everything's gonna go okay if you do the work and show up and do things properly. So I hope that you all had a wonderful 2024. 2025 will be a lot of the same thing. We will continue to do better and try to do better for our students, to try to do better for our clients and candidates, try to provide more value on YouTube for you folks. And honestly, just appreciate it. And it all just started with one guy just doing his best, talking about an industry that changed his life. And I'm still here doing the same thing. And all I can feel right now is just grateful that a lot of the decisions we made, a lot of the risks that we made, a lot of the sleepless nights that I've had, a lot of the worries about things not working out, whether it's the recruiter school or our agency or our clients ghosting and disappearing. If you just show up and you do the work, everything should be okay. And so try not to catastrophize everything. Try to just take things day by day and week by week. I was there in your shoes, and I'm helping people who are there right now to get out of it. And while it's important to know the tactics, it's also important to manage your emotions and mental state and mindset as well. And just keep telling yourself everything will be okay. And you just have to be okay with temporary amount of pain for just a future and lifetime on your own terms, at the control of your fingertips. So I'm gonna be able to enjoy and do what I can to enjoy the rest of 2024 here. Couldn't ask for, honestly, a better day and a better scenario, but very grateful for the journey and always grateful for everyone reaching out. I want to do what I can to be honest, transparent, and give maximum value as much as I can, and to help as many people along the way. And thank you so much if you've been watching for a while, if you just joined right now, but we're here to stay. We're always looking to do better. I'm never one to think of myself as some sort of recruitment guru or a perfect recruiter or business professional by any means. We make mistakes. There are a lot of ways for us to improve. We're always open to listening to feedback, constructive criticisms, positive or negative, and just try to learn from it as much as possible. So guys, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Whatever has gone well, whatever struggles have happened, it's done now. Let's now stop looking at the rearview mirror, start looking forward. Have a wonderful rest of the week or a couple nights off with the friends and family. I'll see you in 2025, and let's make it awesome together.